It's a Street Thing. An interview with Charlie Chase. By Juan Flores. The following interview took place on a bench in Prospect Park, Brooklyn, across the street from Charlie Chase's house, on July 29, 1991.
Flores. Yeah, you've got to keep developing. Keep developing. It's like you yourself, how you had to break through and prove yourself in a way. Chase. Tony Tone was the one who helped me to break into the business. Because he introduced me to everybody. Being that he was with DJ Breakout and Baron. They didn't know. Puerto Rican. What the fuck? As a matter of fact, he took me to a jam with them. He took me behind the ropes, 'cause there was rope there. You can't pass the rope. At one point, I remember something was wrong with the set and he went to fix it. So he says, "Wait for me here, Chase." I didn't know what was going on, but they surrounded me and they were going to kick my ass. I didn't know what was going on. Flores, because you weren't black. Chase. Yeah, because I was behind the line and I wasn't down and I was Hispanic. What the fuck are you doing here, Puerto Rican? And Tony Tone caught what was happening and he rushed there and stopped them. And I turn around and I see him breaking on them and I hear what he's saying and I'm like, oh shit. Flores, they were going to fuck you up. Chase, it's wild, man. It's wild. Chase. Anyway, I had to change it. I had to get a stage name. Because come on, Charlie Mandis? DJ Charlie Mandis. In rap music at that time, I would never have made it. Flores. And everyone knows you by Chase. Chase? Yeah. And it was good because, with the name Chase, you couldn't tell what nationality I was. So everyone accepted me as black. That's one of the reasons why I think we became very popular. Because nobody could see me, they always heard me on my cassettes. Everybody has our cassettes. Everybody. I had people who work in these major labels who lend me cassettes that I made in 1980, 1979, 1981. They lend me cassettes of all my shows. Flores. Those are rap shows? Chase. Rap shows that we did here in clubs. 1979, 1980, 1981, 1982. Flores. That's when you were little, right? Chase. I was 15. I was gigging at 15 years old. I was good. At that age, man, I'm playing with my idols. Flores. In other words, you could have gone off onto a whole career just in Latin music, just in salsa. Chase. Yeah, but there was no money in it. There were a lot of people being ripped off. I wasn't with that. Not at all. I said, man, I want to do something else. Flores. When you were playing in Latin music, you were also doing rap. How did that combine? In the streets, you were doing rap music, and in the clubs, you were doing Latin. Chase. Yeah, I started doing the band stuff, and then I got into DJing, right? And then I got into the rap stuff. Let me tell you something. I was rejected by my partners, who were Hispanic, and we were part of a DJing crew spinning disco music. They started doing disco, and I was doing rap. They would spin, and the crowd would sit down. Then I'd get up and play my rap shit, and the whole place would be dancing. And then they'd knock me out. Okay, Chase, you had enough time. Now it's us. Now that the crowd is dancing, they wanted to spin. And then they'd kill the party again. I was rejected by some people because, in their eyes, I was turning black. I was like juggling a ball, man, at certain times. Flores. Caught between two stools, right? Rejected by the Latins in some way. Rejected by the blacks in some way. Rejected by... But you just did it. Chase, I just did it. I didn't give a fuck what anybody said. This is like, yo man, this is what I want to do and that's that. Flores. So you'd sneak some of that in there, and people were not even aware. Chase. Right. For me, it's the Latin point of view. You see, what I emphasize is that I'm Hispanic in a black world. Not just surviving, but making a name for myself and leaving a big impression. Everything that happened to me was always within the black music business, and I always was juggling stuff all of the time, because I had to be hip, I had to be the homeboy. But I also had to know how far to go without seeming like I was trying to kiss ass or something, or he's just trying to be black. When you deal with the people I deal with, especially at that time when rap was just hardcore and raw, you're talking about guys who were hoodlums, tough guys. I had to juggle that. I had to play my cards correct. It wasn't easy. At times, it was frustrating. I didn't always make the right decision. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes,